Of course, Meredith gets in a tough position that she doesn't know who the father is. And she's having an affair with George, and it's a mess. I know. But this is how I play Sims, okay? Hello guys, welcome back. Another makeover with lore again, and today I'm gonna finally talk about the lore I have for the Strangerville residents. And I'm gonna talk about the Roswell and Cahill. This is that, and like I said in my first video, I didn't remember what was his traits, and it's evil, not mean. So, and he is married to a good sim. This can end well. So I imagine that she only married him because of his money, maybe, or the idea that he might have money because of her aspiration, maybe. But since they are already married, I imagine that she wants to have a family, to have a kid. And the thing is, the lore I have for them, it's that he can have children, he's sterile, and they try to have a baby, of course, and it's not gonna happen. They are already adults, and I imagine they are on their 40s, and she's like at the age that she needs to have a baby now, or she won't ever have a baby, right? And that he blames her for that. He blames that she's not giving him an heir, right? Because of course it's her fault. It's not his fault. So he becomes busy with the sheriff's town by it's written in their lore. And he's busy with the lab in Strangerville, and their marriage is kind of falling apart because this should be a disclaimer, so I'm sorry if you don't want to continue here, but it's something about maybe he is kind of abusive with her. So if you don't want to hear this part, you can jump to another part. I'll try to make chapters for this video. Anyway, so he's kind of abusive to her, he's controlling, and then I imagine this is how she would like to wear, like to be seen by others. But he makes her to be this woman even because he's the sheriff and he has an image to present to others in town, so he makes her dress like she can't show much skin, always the hair up, and no much makeup. Even her bathing suit is like this, and this is the most he lets her dress like this. He doesn't like when she dresses like this. Maybe he hates when it's hot. Strangerville is always hot, but prefers her all dressed up. And he doesn't even like when she braids her hair because he's a fucking asshole. And this is how I imagine her to visit her other men. And this is how she dresses for George as well. Underneath this, of course. And this is how she dresses at home. And she goes to sleep with her husband. Even her turn-ons and offs are kind of related to how she likes black hair. Of course, he has some aspects she likes. That's the reason that they got married, right? I think I forgot about changing him. Like he doesn't like affection very much. No gift given. Woohoo. And physical intimacy, maybe. And I don't think he likes flirting as well. He just likes to make her woohoo and kiss and things like that. He just wants her to be the perfect trophy wife, you know. He doesn't want to have to put effort in their relationship. And even her hair, he likes blonde hair. If you see this, she has the eyebrows being brown. So maybe he makes her dye her hair blonde because he doesn't like the other hairs. He only likes blonde. Things like that. I'm laughing, but it's kind of tragic. I think she likes red, but she doesn't wear anything red because of him. And I think I even put it here, colors. She likes red, but she doesn't wear much red because of him. And yeah, that's basically the story for the Roswell. He's a douche and an awful man that he only cares about money and not even the town because he's working on the secret lab, right? And besides the baby thing, he blames her for them not having a baby, not having an heir. And George, I age him down. He's an elder actually, but for this lore I have in my mind, I changed his age and his traits and aspiration. I think in his bio says that he loves his plane, and one day because of the explosion in the lab, he got stuck. He got stuck in the Strangerville. And of course it says he means no harm and mostly keeps to himself because he has the public enemy aspiration. I think it's this part he might be, how can I say, might be sarcastic, ironic, I don't know. The way I see him is more like the crazy dude that got stuck in the weird town and he wants to solve the mystery because, you know, he needs to know what's happening. So I made him a loner since the bio says he's mostly kept to himself. I know it's probably not what they meant, like literally, but that's how I see him. So like I said in the other video, I made Irving being a child with his mom and their dog. I think the dog I downloaded in the gallery. Anyways, and I imagine Irving's mom being a selfish, self-absorbed child. I imagine that she has a lot of men and one day she got pregnant, had Irving. She's a waitress and spends most of the time in a diner. And Irving is always alone, maybe. And that's when Meredith gets in. I imagine the place they put George in the George lot. It's actually a trailer park now. In this safe that I'm slowly building again. And then George lives in this trailer, and also Irving's mom and him. Meredith, she came to visit because she's a good sim. Aubrey just moved in to the town and she has a kid, she's alone, and Meredith offers to help with Irving. Of course, she ends up getting to know George, and they started chatting, and they like most of the same stuff, and they talking to each other, and he wouldn't mind if she had brown hair, and he's a man that likes affection, flirting, even though he's a loner. Of course, maybe their relationship started a little bit harsh, but in the end they end up falling in love for each other, and in my mind she gets pregnant. This is the moment she gets pregnant, and they don't know for sure that Ted is sterile. And of course Meredith gets in a tough position that she doesn't know who the father is, because of course Ted makes her have a with him even when she doesn't want to, which is really, really bad. And she's having an affair with George, and it's a mess. I know, but this is how I play Sims, okay? So I think this is when I will leave the story in the save like open. I will share this save that I'm working on again. I just don't know if I will put other builds. I don't know if I'm gonna change the builds in the save like I did in my previous one. Honestly guys, I didn't know so many of you were going to want the save and download the save, because I didn't give any credit to the creators, because I'm awful at builds, awful. And I really feel bad that I have a save that people were downloading and not giving credit to the people who actually built. Since I'm doing this lore for the Sims, and maybe it's enough for a save. Maybe, I don't know, you guys are gonna decide it later. And I guess that's it, and I hope you liked it, this kind of weird story. Oh yeah, of course, since he is doing the Strangerville mystery, this is even a thing that might put him and Ted as enemies, because Ted works in the lab. It somehow not works in the lab, of course, but he's investing in the lab, you know? So yeah, that's a lot. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for all the love in this new series that isn't so new now. And I really appreciate it, and see you in the next video. Bye.